What is good, YouTube? In today's video, we are going to be fixing my clapped out stance car. Now, if you guys don't remember, this is my stance car. As you can see, the fenders are cooked. The quarter panel is super cooked. The bumper is also super cooked. The front bumper is even worse. The tabs that connect to the fender were completely broken. It was only being held on by zip ties. And you can't just re-add a tab. You could plastic weld it, but I don't want to do that because that just messes up the integrity of the bumper either way. So what we're going to do is go to the junkyard. There was a 2012 XB that just got into the junkyard yesterday. So hopefully it has all the parts we need. Let's get ready and let's get going. The truck is ready. Let's get going. The junkyard, unfortunately, is like an hour away. So we're going to go fix these tires really quick because these tires are from like 2019. So we're going to go to the tire shop, swap the tires, and then head to the junkyard. Let's go. Alright, so we are in. Just got to get to row 30, which the XB should be in, and then we'll see if it still has everything. I'm hoping it does, because low-key, they be taxing for new parts, okay? Or at least eBay be taxing, because I put it in the cart, it's like $400 if I want all those parts. So we'll see. All right, let's go. We're lit. All right, so this fender's cooked, and it has purple wipers, but fender's cooked. That's okay. It has Honda wheels. That's interesting. I mean, no coilovers. Oh, this bumper's okay. I need these headlights, but the bracket's broken. So, oh damn. No hood prop. Fuck it. It's okay. So headlight bracket broke, so we're not getting that one. This one is okay, but this bumper tab is good too. So we'll get that. I guess it was in a side swipe. The fenders are cooked. They don't got nothing aftermarket, just these wheels, but yeah. The back bumper is good. So we'll take this back bumper, and I might take these taillights. So the ones from the 08 to 10 are like ribbed here. I'll put up a picture so you guys know what they look like, but these are just straight flat. So these are easier to make clears. Oh, darn it. I hate it because this thing is electric. So we're going to have to pop out. Ooh, it's a little stinky in here, boy. Just got to pop that out so we can open it. But it looks like they painted everything purple. Which, I mean, it's okay, but let me see if it has anything really. No, everything's OEM. So what I'm gonna do is go up front and get a wheelbarrow real quick, and then we're gonna come back and take off both of those, throw them in the wheelbarrow, and that's about it, because they only have this XB. The other one they have is a first gen, which unfortunately nothing is compatible, so can't really do much with that. Still debating on if we're gonna take these. Maybe we'll check to see if they have something for the truck, but I doubt it. All right, wheelbarrow acquired. Let's hope nobody went and took our parts. It's like 210 mils. We gotta take off and take this grill and this bottom one And thank goodness it has these, because they make light versions of these, but the lights for like one side is like $90. They're tripping. This is an XP, bro. It's not a fucking Honda, dude. Cool. And then I don't need this, but I do need these. So basically with these, it's where the bumper connects to. And on my bumper, these tabs broke. And then also broke this, so. Bruh. Well, lost the 10 mil. There it is. Cool. So, sad news. I put this over there, and why did these shit just snap? So, I guess we're gonna need to buy a new one of this. That one's good, but that one's not. Yeah, other than that, we're good. So I'm gonna see if I can get the rear trunk latch open and we can get started on the back bumper. I was thinking about it, and I don't think I'm gonna take this, because to put this on right, you need the little cubby parts. And if you guys remember on my fuel cell video, we took off those cubby parts because the fuel cell ends up on that side. So not really gonna worry about that now. Let's just take off the back bumper and we'll go from there. Now this should be fairly simple. Good thing is these are fairly secured on here. So let me get in here. And all we gotta do is pop this thing off. Usually easier if you start with the sides. Ah, damn. Pop that off. And the latch is right here. Which, I mean, if you don't pop it off, then you can't open it without the battery. But that's okay. Now, the rear bumper should be the same thing. A couple 10 mils and a couple clips. Cool, we're good. Bam. And then all we'll do is that's okay, these you can scrape off, but I'm gonna see if all the scuffs that it has, if they give us a little discount. And then these we could swap out for like reverse lights, and then they could match with the tail lights. So let's pick up and see how much we got to pay today. All right, so we got both bumpers into the wheelbarrow. That's all we're taking. Decided not to take the taillights because I don't really need them. Same thing with the trunk mat. Because of the fuel cell, it won't really work, so it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna take these, the grills, and stuff like that. Obviously, paint scuffs and little scratches. We'll see if they give us a little better discount and see how much we pay. Hopefully they don't tax us. Usually they're not as bad as like LKQ. Those usually are always taxing no matter what. All right, the bumpers are in the truck. Let's go home. In case you guys are wondering, we did 235 45 17s all around, so they're the exact same on the front as well. All right, so we did end up paying $185 for the two bumpers, obviously the grills, the light inserts on the side.
It would have been like 210, 220, he said, but he gave me a little discount for the big paint chip on the front, which, to be honest, for me, it doesn't matter because eventually we are going to wrap the entire car. So that's not really a problem. But now let's get home. I don't know if we'll have time to put these on today, but you guys get the point. They're basically just more square and more aggressive than the pre-facelift versions, which are the ones that I have. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rear spats because obviously I have the RS version. So I have that Ken style body kit, which has the front lip, side skirts, and the rear spats. If I could find the RS version for these, which I'll put up a picture like right here or right here, so you guys know what it looks like. That one is actually the most difficult one to find. Nobody sells those. Usually if they're selling it, they're selling the entire car. And I'm not trying to buy another XB. But this was a pretty good junkyard run. Fortunately, we didn't spend any. We could spend less. You know, it would have been nice if we spent like 80 bucks. But again, it's a junkyard. They got to make their own money. I'm not tripping. For the two bumpers with the inserts for like the grill and stuff, on eBay, it was like $380, almost $400. So still way cheaper, but let's get going. So obviously, because we did get a new bumper, I know you guys want to see it. So I have it right here. Let me just mock it up really quick so you guys can understand what's the difference is. Obviously, there's no core support. There's nothing here. So it's not like it could stand up and hold itself. But you guys get the point. It'll be kind of like this. So the OEM bumper obviously has that Ken style front lip I was talking about. I'm gonna obviously stay searching for this one, which I found a Facebook listing, but it's not cheap. It's like $1,500 for the entire kit, which would just be front lip, side skirts, and the rear lip, which the only difference is really the lip, the front and the rear. But yeah, I bought one more thing for the XB, which was a couple weeks ago. I didn't record anything, but hear me out. It's gonna make the XB just look a tiny bit better. All right, so gonna show you guys a quick difference of the rear bumpers. As you can see, I have one reverse light here. If you saw the one that we got from the junkyard, it has two lights. So two lights, and it's a little more square. So obviously the rear spats might not work. I'm gonna try to make them work. Obviously the car is gonna be fully wrapped. So if I can make them work, trimming a little bit, put them onto this one, I think it'll look sick. The other thing that we did buy was a spoiler. Now, there's only one spoiler that's made for this XB, which fits all of them. So it'll be like right here. Now, my other XB, the purple one, if you guys know, I'll put up a picture. It already had that spoiler because it was a newer model. Now, even though that this was the highest trim they had back in 08, the person that ordered it didn't put a spoiler on it. So no spoiler is the only thing it's missing since it already has the sunroof, the entire kit, manual, you know. So spoiler and facelift bumpers are gonna change the way this XB looks. And I cannot wait until we get some new wheels. With the wrap, it's gonna look sick. And obviously, plus the turbo, which, man, I'm waiting for them rods, bro. I'm waiting for those rods. Now, if we rewind back all the way to when I first got my very first XB, the gray one that unfortunately threw a rod. Now, I was looking for a rear lip for that one back in the day, and they make this RS5, I think it is. It's the red version, and I think it's in... Honestly, I have no idea. I think it's the year before this one. So basically, it's red, and it has a rear lip, and it has a different Ken style kit than the one that mine has. So I was lucky to find one that was pretty beat up. I'll show you guys in a second. And I paid like 50 bucks for this like 8 months ago or some shit. Like maybe like over a year. But I'm going to show you guys this. And I'm only going to show you guys because I think we might be able to make this work for the new bumper to get some rear spats that look a little bit different than these Ken style ones, and we have like a one-of-one rear lip on the rear bumper. All right, so this is the rear lip. Now, from factory, it's gonna come with a little lip right here, and it extends here and it goes through here. So mine was cracked right there, so I ended up just trimming it off so it would be like pretty even. not perfect. And obviously, as you could see, the paint is pretty cooked. We had sanded it back in the day. I think I had started making a video, but we never ended up posting it. So I think we might be able to either cut this right here, because as you can see, it's a little short. We have like that much space. So I could cut it right here and make like a rear spat and try to put it on this one. We can trim it and adjust it. The good thing about this one, it's the exact same on both sides. So this little lip, we might be able to get it to match up right here, and we have like a little spat. If not, or if we can do that and we want an entire lip, what I can do is cut it into two. Obviously this is plastic, so we could cut it into two and then put it right here, see where it stands out. So it'll probably be like a foot gap right here, and then just get that filled. You know, we could plastic weld it or figure that out. But let me know, do you guys think we should make our own custom spats or a whole custom full lip for the rear bumper? So let me know, what do you guys think? Facelift bumpers or pre-facelift? I love the way that these facelift bumpers look. They look so much more aggressive, and just especially this extra light right here, it evens out the rear rather than just having the one. I think that kind of throws it off. But what do you guys think? We paid $30 for the spoiler and $180 for these. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Honestly, what color should we wrap the XB? Obviously, it's still yellow, so the seats and all the accents inside are still yellow. You know, we obviously still have the entire frame of the car is yellow. So let me know, what do you guys think? What color should we wrap this XB? Honestly, I thought about doing white, but I like a championship Honda white, you know, like those Type R colors. But that's just so common. So I don't know. I like to stand out. I like to be a little different. So I don't want to do something that you would see an OEM XB have. So I can't do white. I can't do that light bluish that the bumpers are. We can't do yellow. We can't do red. We can't do orange. We can't do green. And I think that's about it for like all the RS colors. So let me know, what color should we do with this? Should we just throw this bitch and make it purple? Like, I don't know, you know, like midnight purple or something, or I don't know, Midori green. You could even do Millennium Jade. Like, what color should we wrap this XB? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys so much. Stay tuned for the next week. Hit the like, subscribe.